Never dwell in the past, not because it's unworthy, not because it's unimportant, but because life awaits you ahead. Success is not the final failure, not the ultimate downfall, but the courage to keep moving forward despite any challenges. Don't let yourself be shackled by the past or worry about the future. Focus on the present and use your courage to step forward every day. Don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will take care of itself. Each day comes with its own troubles. Among all the deceivers in the world, sometimes the worst thing is our own fear. Don't let your desires destroy what you already have. Remember that what you have now was once something you only hoped for. You don't need to burn books to change a culture. You just need to make people stop reading them. Don't look back. You're not going that way. Focus on the present and the future. Cultivate compassion and kindness within yourself. We are all human, and speaking the truth often comes with failure. Don't dwell on the past. Focus on connecting with fellow travelers, those who propel you forward. Don't bank on being universally accepted, but trust that the chosen few will shape your future. Start stacking your coins. Don't let material possessions like houses or cars overshadow your freedom. And remember, true happiness comes from self-reliance and investing in yourself. Life is a journey with two main paths, and no matter which path you choose, there is always time to change your direction. Don't waste your time worrying about what others think of you, because in reality, no one thinks about you as much as you imagine. The world may seem like a tragedy to those who live by their emotions, but it is a comedy for those who know how to think. The world may seem like a tragedy to those who live by their emotions, but it is a comedy for those who know how to think. A person's life consists of three main events: being born, living, and dying. When we are born, we are unaware. When we die, we are in pain. But the most important part is that we often forget to truly live. Manage your emotions, or they will manage you. Sometimes, to understand the world, you have to turn your back on it. If something isn't right, don't do it. If it isn't true, don't say it. True love never has a happy ending, because true love never ends. Life is like a book with chapters of sorrow and joy, but all are necessary for the story of your life. Take good care of your health because without it, nothing else matters. While money can bring you joy when you're in pain, nothing is more important than your health. Live with passion, cherish every moment, and always move forward because you are the author of your own life story. Follow your own path, not the path of friends, family, or society. What others think of you is none of your business. It's not a lack of time, but a lack of priorities. Through discipline comes freedom. Know your enemy. Sometimes you must become your own enemy. Children learn by example, not by words. Never ignore disdain. When someone looks at you with contempt and talks to you as if you're beneath them, they are likely to harm you. Remove such people from your life, whether socially or physically. Life is far from over, but it is also short. If you want to do something, don't delay, but don't sacrifice what you truly want for what you want right now. This world is yours to shape, or someone else will shape it for you. The best decision I ever made was to stop telling people what was happening in my life. Be proud of how hard you've worked. Remember, no one is too busy. It's all about priorities. Never beg, never force, and never chase. Learn how to change a flat tire. If you don't value your time, no one else will. The pain you feel today will be the strength you feel tomorrow. Don't delay important medical checkups. Time heals almost everything. Give it time. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you learn. If something makes you happy, stay silent. If no one helps you, do it alone. Be selfish with your time. Many people don't deserve it. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. If you don't ask, you'll never receive. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Life may not be fair, but it's still good. Those who lack the courage to take risks will achieve nothing in life. Take responsibility for what belongs to you and set clear boundaries. Be wise about who you let into your life. Invest in real estate, land, anything you can. Owning fewer possessions will bring you more freedom and happiness. Don't let others bear the burden of your life. Teach them with the lessons you've learned. When in doubt, just take the next small step. Be careful with whom you marry, and even more cautious with whom you have children. Slow down and recognize that mistakes are essential for learning. Harmonize with others before you grow old, because you are the hardest person to change. No one cares as much as your family does. Stay busy. It's the cheapest and best medicine on earth. And remember, your friends' problems will become your problems. Your friends' problems will become your problems, so keep your circle small to minimize the burden. When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you pass away, the world cries and you smile with fulfillment. Though tough times may come unexpectedly, remember that genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. Discovering your true potential is the noblest task of all. Save a little money each week or month. Nothing brings peace like having a financial cushion. Happiness isn't something you wait for in the future. It's something you create today. Life moves swiftly. If you don't stop and look around, you might miss out on its wonders. Your thoughts will shape the quality of your life. Give your best effort and trust the process. The harder you work, the luckier you will become. Let your heart guide you to your dreams, and let your mind ensure you reach them safely. Use both, because relying on just one will leave you lost. Let go of your worries as you shed your clothes at night. Sometimes lies can become truths if you believe in living a happy life. Anchor yourself to a grand goal, not to people or things that don't contribute to your growth. Achieving what you truly desire can be challenging, but there's nothing more regrettable than missing out because you were distracted by trivial matters. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. A smart person finds solutions to problems, but a wise person knows how to avoid them. A smart person finds solutions to problems, but a wise person knows how to avoid them. Most so-called failures are only temporary setbacks. Life is not about finding yourself. It's about creating yourself. What matters is not what happens to you, but how you respond to it. Intuition often precedes accurate knowledge, and you can always be kind to those you care about. Live with determination and passion, and you will create a meaningful and fulfilling life. Nothing in life is as costly as illness, and ignoring your health is the biggest mistake. Everything beyond this moment is just an illusion. Your life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better through change. Be strong even when everything around you starts to fall apart. Be resilient. I would rather be a herd of pigs understood by a pig than a poet misunderstood by men. Fear exists nowhere but in the mind. You will never regret telling someone you love them. Do it before it's too late. You can tell more about a person by what they say about others than by what others say about them. To marry means to share half of your rights and double your responsibilities. You will encounter jealousy, but don't be surprised. It's normal. In most cases, you have to swallow the pain and learn to grow from within yourself. Trust wisely, not blindly. In this short life, fools are recognized by their words, while the wise are known by their silence. One today is worth two tomorrows. Our thoughts shape who we are. Embrace the strength and wisdom within to become the best version of yourself. The lives of those who have passed continue to exist in our memories. Never take what others say and do as a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of their reality. The more you care about others, the more they find you interesting and want to be close to you. Remember, the only time you should look back is to see how far you've come. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. A true leader is someone who deals hope. Keep your fears to yourself, but share your courage with others. When you work for someone else, you only have the right to labor, not to the fruits of your labor. True love begins when nothing is expected in return. Don't just read a quote and say it's wise. Ask yourself how you can relate it to your life to make it better. Doing 50% well now is better than doing nothing at all. If something isn't broken, don't fix it. No matter what you do, you will be judged. If you desire to become wealthy, remember that the more seawater we drink, the thirstier we become. This is also true for fame. It's hard to strengthen your spirit when working tirelessly, but the truth is, people will hurt you. You just need to find those who are worth the pain. Live true to yourself or stay single if you can't find someone worthy. Simply never say maybe if you mean no. When you're angry, be silent. You don't have to win every argument. Agree to disagree. Eventually, you'll realize that no one else has a voice in your life unless you let them. You are only limited by the walls you build yourself. Work for yourself and believe that your life is yours to shape. You have the right to labor, but not to the fruits of your labor. Children can be so noisy that you can't think, but when they leave home forever, the silence can drive you mad. Non-violence is the weapon of the strong. No matter how thin you are, if you cut through, there will always be two sides. Anything you dream is fiction, and anything you achieve is science. The entirety of human history is nothing but science fiction. If a person does not know which port they are sailing to, no wind is favorable. Live each day as if it were your last, because someday it will be. Only those who can afford not to lie will be truly free. To be a good ruler, one must first be ruled. The greatest risk is not taking one. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Give without expecting anything in return. You need to stop doubting yourself. Waiting for change without doing anything is like waiting for a train at a bus stop. A blind person is a poor guide until it gets dark. We have two lives, and the second one begins when we realize we only have one. It's not your fault that things are the way they are. You can't wait for inspiration. You have to chase it with a club. Remember, 5 years ago you dreamed of being where you are now. Think about it. If you can't explain something to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Life only happens once, so do whatever makes you happy. The hardest people to love need it the most. What one person calls God, another calls the law. Hatred is a curse that doesn't affect the hated. It only poisons the hater. Revealing your plans to friends is a mistake. Don't place too much trust in them. Don't let anyone know what you're doing until it's done. Time always reveals what you truly mean to someone. Be kind to everyone, but choose close friends wisely. If a woman is angry, it doesn't just mean she's wrong, it means she knows it. If someone is trying to bring you down, they are already below you. Time will always expose what you really mean to someone. Even the strongest sparrow will rust when exposed to salt water. Not everyone wants to be your friend, and that's okay. You don't need everyone to be your friend anyway. What we do now will echo forever, so tackle the hard tasks first. The easy ones will take care of themselves. If you can survive your own thoughts, you can survive anything. Love your enemies, for they reveal your flaws. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Procrastination is the thief of time. One day, looking back at the years of struggle will make you feel the most beautiful. What we learn from history is that no one learns from history. Those who dare nothing need hope for nothing. Learn to heal without taking out your anger on others. Failure is a bruise, not a tattoo. Be careful who you trust. Salt and sugar look the same. Money is a tool, not the goal. Freedom is the goal. Stay calm. You've been through this before, and you'll get through it again. Learn to say no without explaining yourself. Believe nothing you hear and only half of what you see. Remember, saints were sinners who kept trying. Above all, respect everyone. Do things that no one else can do, and you will become something no one else can become. Value experiences over possessions because memories are the true treasures of life. Life is truly meaningful when we give back, even if it's just donating an unused gift card or handing $1 to someone less fortunate. Doing so will fill you with happiness. Good women are to be loved, not understood. Lead from behind and let others believe they are in front. Love is an irresistible desire. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Wisdom is invisible to those who don't use it. Enrich your life with money, not just time. If they don't appreciate you, they don't deserve your presence. Expect nothing from anyone and avoid gossip at all costs. It is poison for the mind. The root of all suffering is attachment. Stress is temporary, but the lessons you learn from it can last a lifetime. Money isn't everything, but it can solve many problems. The future comes slowly, the present flies away, and the past remains forever. Being everywhere is being nowhere. The greatest victory is conquering yourself. If you don't occasionally stumble, you're just rushing blindly. Forget what hurt you, but never forget what it taught you. The only way to live like a king is to work like a slave. At some point, everyone will face the consequences of their actions. You come into this vast world alone, and you will leave it alone. Yet within this journey, you can achieve the impossible. Show your strength in times of weakness and humility in times of strength. Seek wisdom, not just knowledge. Knowledge belongs to the past, but wisdom shapes the future. Give a person power, and you will see their true character. You are responsible for your own happiness. If you rely on others to make you happy, you will always be disappointed. It's okay not to be okay sometimes. Just relax and breathe. Those who control the past control the future. Those who control the present control the past. The wise learn from everything and everyone. The average learn from their own experiences. The foolish think they know it all. Above all, never fear an enemy who forces you to retreat. He fears you at that very moment. Accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. Remember, some things must end for better things to begin. If you want to forget something quickly, take note that it will be remembered. Good things come to those who wait, but only what's left behind by those who hustle. Education and hard work are the strongest weapons you can use to change the world. In life, have at least one person who always gives you honest advice. Be a good person, but don't waste time proving it. Live every action in your life as if it were your last. Anyone who breaks trust once will lose it forever. Everything happens for a reason. Mastering others is strength, but mastering yourself is true power. He who suffers more than necessary suffers before it is necessary. The fear of death increases in direct proportion to the increase in wealth. Your enemies can kill you, but only your friends can hurt you. If a man knows more than others, he will become lonely. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Success is stumbling from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Nothing is particularly difficult if you break it down into small tasks. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. Drop by drop fills the bucket, just as the wise man fills himself little by little. Everything you need will come to you at the perfect time. If you want to be trusted, be honest. Don't say it can't be done. Don't interrupt those who are doing it. Wealth is not about having many possessions, but about having few wants. A goal without a plan is just a wish. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. He walks a straight path, rarely faltering. Life will inevitably separate you from your friends, so cherish every moment you have together. Women have the power to elevate even the most ordinary men. Don't chase happiness. It resides within you. Hope is the best preparation for great things. The worst will come to those who wait and suffer, but it's worth every moment. The journey may be long and rough, but in the end, you'll look back and regret more the things you didn't do than the things you did. Love should be an act of love, not a convenient arrangement. Brighter days are ahead, and you won't always wake up with a heavy heart filled with worries. Fretting about tomorrow robs today of its peace. A man who does more than he is paid for will soon be paid more than he does. Don't react to negativity. Cut it off in silence. Genius lies in a mind that knows its limits. The strongest muscle and your worst enemy is your mind. Train it well. In everything, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Anyone you love can leave this world at any moment, so cherish them. Time is as valuable as money, easy to build, but can shatter in seconds. Fortune accompanies those who are prepared. The more courageously you cling to the past, the less likely your future will shine. Perfection is achieved not when there is nothing more to add, but when there is nothing left to take away. The person who has a reason to live will always find a way, no matter what. The art of living well and the art of dying well are one and the same. If you can make a girl laugh, you can make her do anything. Your direction is more important than your speed. You can earn back money, but lost moments can never be reclaimed. Live with your eyes wide open, ears attuned, and heart engaged. Never ruin an apology with an excuse. Things always seem impossible until they're done. Never let the same person disappoint you twice. There's no better way to save yourself than saving money every day. Compound interest can work miracles. Stay silent